Hi, I'm Colleen Kelly. This is Makeup School and you're going to learn something. I'm wearing a basic work face. This is a 15-minute face. I'm going to turn it into a work party face. So in a work party face, you do want to exaggerate your features and try to look as pretty as you can because most of these people have seen you at your worst. So I'm going to start with a little bit of concealer. It's really just makeup, but it's kind of thick. I find a lot of makeup in the world and I'm like, ooh, what's this? So if I can, I take a little out, and if it's hard to rub off, I buy it. Especially if it's on sale. Ulta has a nice sale shelf. I like the creams and stuff in tubes. Keeps it finger fresh. So extra, this is just foundation. But foundation these days are acting like concealers. You don't want to use too much concealer. It gets cakey and thick. But I'm going to use this foundation after work under my eyes so I can put some eyeshadows on and they'll show up. Pretty eye makeup is not just putting more eye makeup on. It's putting small amounts of colors here and there, like a puzzle. And then softening it with a little powder on top so you can't see the edges of the colors. All right, a little more foundation. Boom, you're back to awake at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. A little more blush. And look how much of that foundation I still have left on my hand. I'm going to keep it around. I might use it. Cream blush. Bump up the blush. Chances are the party you're going to is dark. They're the best kind. You want that dim lighting. A little blush on the earlobes. Makes those diamonds show up. And it echoes the color. That's why you're putting blush on the earlobes. And if you're tired, nice to have blush right over the irises. Because it's going to get fancy just a little bit, this is a pale pink. Pale pink's always pretty. I don't care what color that skin is, pale pink is pretty. It's the color that babies wear. It's a little too much, so I'm going to take a little foundation and go right on top of it. See how that softens it? When you wake up the inside of the face, the other makeup starts showing up more. But because I'm going to add more makeup, I'm going to add more eyebrows. I always like mixing those colors, dabbing in a little of that foundation. That helps it to stick. And get a very clean line there. As long as the makeup looks clean, it's fun to look at. It's when it gets messy. Oof. So, it doesn't take much to turn an office face into a party face. A little bit of glitter. I'm going to start with gold. It's just a fun palette. Again, these TJ Maxx, they just have piles of this stuff. But you gotta watch it because it's, it is a little chunky. It's not fine makeup. So just use dabs. Gold. A little gold, maybe on the edge of that eye. Because the inside of the eye is still light, I'm going to take a little silver. Put a fingerful there. Fingerfuls give you a pretty good chunk. The brush makes it thinner. So I may as well ease up on that dose a little. A little gold. Gold is festive. Then what? Let's try some of this. Wake up that inside. It's getting a little shiny. I'm going to need that foundation to go over it just to calm it down a little bit. I'm going to put a little of this dark stuff on. Be careful with this. I just want to paint with residue. See how it gets thick and then thinner? This is the stuff you want to put on your eyes. This stuff, not that stuff. You spend too much time taking it off. You just want to paint with whispers. Whispers of color. A little more definition. This is about halfway up, almost up to the eyebrow. I always go up to the eyebrow. I figure if it looks a mess, I'll just add a little concealer. This is alright. A little more silver. Make it show up. Because I'm putting so much silver around, I may as well throw a little down there, creates harmony. Now we just have to clean it up a little bit. Powder. Powder makes everything a little bit out of focus. Isn't that dreamy? We're going to come back with a little bit. Edge that eye. Always gets messy there. I think the powder just collects. And where it's a little shiny, right in here, little makeup, just a layer right over that. I'll just calm that down a little bit. If it's shiny all over, you turn into a disco ball. You don't want to get a nickname at an office party. A little more eyebrow. I'm going to go back to my real middle tone and just back up that line a little so it shows up. A little extra mascara. Now you have to decide, when you've got party eyes, do your lips want to be pale or do they want to be darker? Pale can get too pale if you're lightheaded. Pale lips are gorgeous on girls with medium to dark hair. But us lightheaded girls are usually better off with a medium tone. Pile that mascara on. You can't have enough mascara. And you know I like two kinds. Two kinds of mascara. What's left? I think I'm going to go with the pale lips. Pale lips are modern. And I've got some underneath. This is gold. Gold is gorgeous. And still very clean looking. You can't go wrong with the metals. So there we have it. The office party face. What did we do? We took an office face and we added a little bit of glitter, shine. It's really a frosted eyeshadow. Silver and gold. And then a matte. Thinned it out on the hands. Just a little bit of that. Ching, ching, on the edges all the way up. And I think we added a little bit of makeup just around the edges to clean it up, and a little gold on the lips. So metals and a little extra contrast will turn the volume up on that paint job and still make it look nice and clean. So this is Colleen Kelly Makeup School. Thank you for learning.